Looking over here.
Mhm.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome to Tidbit Thursday with Denise and myself, Pete. Just another day, another week has gone by. This is the last day of September, and we are still recording our stuff here at home. Hopefully, we will go back to the studio next week. But today we're going to be doing market stats, right? So we're going to talk about San Antonio's sales market and the changes that has happened throughout the year. Specifically, we're talking about August 2021 compared to August of last year. So,
Yes.
Denise, what you got going on?
So first of all, for the month of August, there were a total of 6,200 listings. That's quite a bit. And out of those 6,200, within the month of August, there were 4,663 new listings. So that means that there were about 25% of the listings from the past months, from July and before, that rolled over into August. And if you think about it, that's a very low number.
It is a low number.
So that just tells me that things are renting, you know. So do you want to go over the next stats, or am I doing all
Sure.
the stats?
No.
Okay.
So, out of those 4,663 new listings, there are actually 3,434 pending sales or properties that are under market right now, under contract right now. Sorry. This is more than half of the properties on the market. So, but this does not include those properties that were under active option. And active option basically means.
So active option means that that is the time period in your contract where you get to do your due diligence for the property. So they don't count those properties because they can either go back on market or they move forward to a pending status.
And those properties are the ones that are being under inspection, right?
Yes.
Owners, or not the owners, the buyers are doing inspections on the property, doing their, like Denise said, due diligence on it to make sure that is what they want to go and actually
Move
purchase.
forward. Yeah.
So
that just tells me if that's 3,434 and the new listings were 4,600. So I would say probably another 200, 300 more that are really under contract. So that's quite a bit, from that 4,000. So next is we're going to talk about the average price per square foot. And this statistic blew my mind. So the average price per square foot is $164. That's amazing. Last year it was $136 per square foot. So this is a 21% increase from last August. Usually there's we've always told people that you can expect your property to increase in value from 6 to 8% every year. That is the normal, that's the normal statistic for San Antonio. So for what?
No, I was going to say,
oh yeah,
it's the normal for San Antonio, but not this year.
No, 21% is, to me, that's crazy. So this is like this is an increase of, 3 times of that. So that blew my mind. I remember when I started, the average, and this was 7 years ago, the average price was about 108, 110. So it just shows how much our market has grown over really this last decade so far.
Right. And a lot of that is due to the low inventory, right?
Oh yeah. Yeah, for sure.
So days on market has also changed, right? So the average days on market right now is 24 days. Last year it was 55 days. So it's decreased by half, basically. 24 days to get your house on the market. I know Denise and I, and well, RE Solutions altogether, has listed properties for sale and have gotten multiple offers. And I'm talking about in the double digits, 15, 17 offers within 48, 72 hours and stuff like that. So that's, once again, it's all due to the low inventory that is in San Antonio right now. But of course, with that low inventory, the days on market has just dropped like crazy. So this is a decrease of 31 days from last August. So if you plan on selling your home, be prepared to receive several offers and for it to move quickly. Now, closing is still usually 30 days or so, but if you count the days on market, I mean, you can probably get your house sold and out of your name within 45, 50 days.
Yeah. And so what we've been preparing our sellers is be ready. And usually I tell them, start packing, start packing, have a storage unit ready, because a lot of offers now are even cash. And so one of our last offers that contracts that we had, she had literally 2 weeks to get out of her house because the cash buyer was like, I want to move in right away. So we're just telling owners now, we're not going to list your house when you are ready emotionally and physically, because before you had about 2 months to kind of, get it and do and move, but now it's 30 days or less sometimes.
Yeah. So
we just prepare everybody that way. So the total completed sales in August was 3,788. So this is 61% of the properties sold from that total amount that I told you in the beginning. So that is a remarkable number. So now when it comes to pricing, these statistics. Now, when I first started, and I'm sorry I keep going back to that because it's amazing how much San Antonio has changed already. When I first started real estate back in 2014, you can get a pretty decent house around 150,000, but you were going to, it was competitive at 150.
Right.
Now 150, that's like a unicorn. So
yeah, you're not going to find those very.
So properties priced at 199,000 or less makes up less than 13% of the San Antonio market. That is insane to me, because it used to be the average was 200, then it became 250, and now it is increasing. 73% of the properties are now priced between $200,000 and $500,000. Is a big range. And then 14% of the properties are priced over $500,000. So we're looking at anywhere from $200,000 to $500,000 to be that sweet spot in San Antonio.
Yeah, and a lot of that has increased, obviously, through in the past year and stuff. But San Antonio has always been behind when it came to house prices. Compared to the rest of the country, we had the lowest prices for homes compared to any other city, state, basically.
And people are complaining, they're like, oh my gosh, it's increasing. But I'm like, but we're still behind.
Yeah. We're still behind the national average. Right. So average prices of homes right now are $353,622. That's the average price. Last year it was $298,000. So it is an increase of 19% from last year. So it is like I said, it's changing like crazy. The median price for homes right now is $298,000. Last year it was $257,000 or $257,900, which is an increase of 16%. And if you don't know, going back to your school days, right? don't know if you remember averages or medians, but average is just the total price of all the houses that are on the market divided by how many houses are on the market. And then the median price is actually that house that's right smack in the middle, from the highest to the lowest, right? So that's why there's a difference of like 100,000, well, more than that, more than like 140,000 difference between the two. But either way, the statistics are just crazy. 16%, 19% from last year increase. So
way over that 6 to 8%.
And it's probably going to increase some more next year. So
yeah. And I like to use median price when I'm talking to sellers sometimes because, the average, statistics, you have some houses that are priced really, really low, that's going to affect the average price. So the house that's in the middle, that's the number I like to use because that to me represents more of what's going on in the market. And it's funny because when I was getting my bachelor's degree, I had to take a statistics course and I was like, when am I ever going to use this? Look at that.
There you go.
So all of this to say, we continue to be in a seller's market, okay? In a seller's market, it means that there are less than 6 months of inventory on the market. And I looked this up to make sure I gave you a good definition of this. What that means is if today no new listings go on the market based on the the time that it takes for houses to sell, it would take less than 2 months for us to have no houses for all these properties that are on the market now to sell. Okay. A seller's market is anything 6 months or less. San Antonio has been in a seller's market for a very long time. 2-3 years ago, pre-COVID, that number used to be about 4 months. So it is really, really low. So that just means that if you're considering selling, this is still the perfect time to do so. We're still seeing multiple offers on properties within the first week, like Pete said. And as realtors, we had to change the way we place properties on the market. 3 years ago, we will put a sign on the yard, we will market it, there would be about a week where we were like, okay, that first week is going to tell us what the buyers think about the property. With this crazy market, we had to change the way we put it on the market, how we communicate with listing agents. It's faster now. And so with RE Solutions, we understand that, but we do not want to take away from the strategies that work. We still want to provide our sellers a top-notch service. So we have not, and when you look at properties now, some agents are still doing some great jobs, doing some great pictures and stuff like that. We still do things like professional photography. We still do 360 pics. We actually do live videos of our properties. So there's some things that we as a team that we're not going to stop doing because this market is crazy.
Right. And our marketing strategy hasn't changed as far as trying to put the property out there as much as we can for our owners so that they can get the best clients or buyers to come in the door, right? And I guess what Denise is trying to say, there are some agents out there that this market has been so easy that they just put a sign up and that's all they do. And they've gotten multiple offers and stuff like that.
But also,
and a lot of that is like coming from TikTok, seeing little videos of realtors just saying, "Hey, this is how fast the properties are going," and stuff like that. But go ahead, what were you gonna say?
Also for the buyers, we want to make sure that because it's so competitive right now, and buyers are they have to be prepared. So by putting out great pictures, buyers can see up front, is this a house I really, really want to go see? And with the especially with the 360, it gives them a great opportunity to really look at that property. The lives help. So we're also thinking about the buyers because they are fighting to buy these houses. So it's for them too.
Competition is kind of crazy right now, and it gets emotional, especially when somebody goes and looks at a house and they fall in love with it, and then they come to find out there's like multiple offers on that property, and they're probably not going to get a chance to. So
it's like the Hunger Games out there, y'all.
That's funny. All right, well, that's the stats. Over here on the screen was the little infographic that San Antonio Board of Realtor provides for us and stuff like that. We'll post this on Facebook. But yeah, it's still a seller's market. Doesn't mean that you can't buy. It just means that if you do want to buy, there's less properties to look at right now, but there's still properties to look at. So
just means that
may take a little bit longer.
Yeah, just means that you gotta know the strategies and understand how to play the game. And once you do that and you work with your agent, you will find a house.
Yeah. So look for this infographic on Facebook. Share it with your friends. Go to our website, resolutionsxv.com. Share our site with your friends as well, because we're trying to grow our community out here, and our Facebook page too. So if you don't mind sharing it with your friends and family, that would be great for us, because all we want to do is want to help as many people as we can and stuff.
Yes.
So get the information out, because once again, we want people to know how it is out there when it comes to purchasing a house. And even though it's kind of crazy right now, it should still not be scary to the point that you don't put forth the effort to actually purchase or sell your home if you need to, or want to.
And so 2 things. One, we will be back live around, what time is the PM Talker?
Probably around noon.
12. So we will go over the rental statistics for San Antonio.
Yeah.
And that's just good to know, because if you're looking to rent, just so you can hear these statistics, they have changed over the years. And then if you're an owner, to kind of understand what's going on out there, it's a good time to be an investor right now, with pricing. And
Believe
then,
it or not, even though a lot of people are getting scared from the investment side because of the eviction moratorium thing and all that stuff, but
and we'll talk about that as well.
Yeah, a lot of that stuff has pretty much passed.
And the other thing is, on Saturday we have a VA benefit seminar that we know of. Are you going to put it on Facebook?
I can, yeah.
Okay. And then that way, if you would like to sign up for that, it is a great class. I think it's from 10 to 2, by one of our lender partners. They do a really great job to explain your VA benefit. So if this is something that if you have a couple of hours on Saturday, just let us know and we can send you the information.
On signing up, yeah.
We plan to be there, so you can just come with us. And
a lot of great information. I think it's Chris that's doing it this weekend, but he provides a lot of great information for all the service members and stuff like that on your VA home loan benefits. So a lot of things have changed with the home loan benefits, and a lot of people don't know. In fact, a lot of lenders don't know. So you have to get the right ones. But anyway, also today we're going to we're continuing our Hispanic Heritage Month adventures. Today we are going to another restaurant. This is going to be a Peruvian restaurant, and it's called
Rocotos.
I don't know where it's at. I don't
It's on
know.
Culebra.
It's on Culebra.
I can give you the address.
Yeah, and I don't know what type of food Peruvian food is,
Yes.
but we will find out. So I think Pompey is going to be with us.
Yay.
Belinda is not because she's still feeling it, but Mike and Julia are probably not going to be there either. So it's probably just going to be the three of us, maybe four if Denise's mom comes.
She's coming.
She likes free food.
Yep.
So yeah, catch us. Well, that won't be live. We'll be recording that and then putting it out tomorrow. So just look out for that video. But anyway, thanks so much for being with us today, and we will catch you next week.
Yeah, next, hopefully with more of the team and back in our studio.
Yes, hopefully.
Yeah.